The FNAF Rooms is perhaps the craziest FNAF VHS ever made. It's nuts. What began as a simple crossover animation featuring the Five Nights at Freddy's cast trapped in the now infamous backrooms has evolved into a legitimately gripping series full of compelling characters, crazy action sequences, meaningful plot development, and one of the most spectacular climaxes I've ever seen in a FNAF VHS. Unlike the vast majority of these tapes, which place the camcorder in the hands of a terrified night guard, the FNAF Rooms takes place from the perspective of Springtrap himself, as he, Ballora, and Circus Baby wander a seemingly endless maze of corridors in a futile attempt to find the exit. Most interestingly though, the Afton family dynamic is still at play. Springtrap still refers to Baby as his daughter, Elizabeth, and Ballora as his wife, Clara, named for her analog in the Immortal and the Restless gags from Sister Location. And while they're still super evil, these characters aren't mindless monsters. They're all very cognizant of the people that they used to be, and that leads to some really cool, interesting exchanges, the likes of which we've never really seen in a FNAF series like this. The FNAF Rooms begins right in the midst of the action, with Springtrap, Ballora, and Withered Chica lost amidst the strange, dark corridors. How they got there is unclear, and they aren't alone. Living humans wander the hallways as well, and the family of evil robots begins hunting them down in a bid to learn more information about their predicament, often with violent results.
Elizabeth, what?
Strangely though, despite appearing to be one of their allies, Springtrap commands Ballora to dismantle Chica, which she does.
Ballora, dismantle Chica.
Round one.
This is where we get our first taste of Easy2B's ridiculous action sequences. They're awesome, and they only get crazier than this. After the awesome fight scene, we learn the reason that Springtrap commanded Ballora to dismantle their own ally.
Dissect our parts from each other.
What are we doing with them?
I will tell you after. Okay, let's go.
Where are we taking these?
You know where.
He seems to be salvaging her parts for use in reconstructing Freddy.
It's not enough. It needs more power.
Do you think he really has what you're looking for?
I am positive.
However, in the midst of their argument, something approaches from the shadows.
What's that noise?
It would seem that there are other animatronics trapped in the halls as well, and some of them are clearly hostile towards Springtrap and Ballora. After chasing the mangle away, the two hear another human wandering in the distance, and Springtrap commands Ballora to attack them.
Is anyone there?
Give me the camera. Go attack that individual. I'll try to find more power and parts for him in the meantime. Go.
However, as she leaves, from the darkness, a gang of nightmare Freddles begin to approach Springtrap.
You two can come out now.
A massive, quadrupedal version of Nightmare Freddy attacks Springtrap, and as he flees, he passes Ballora, who's just finished incapacitating the unfortunate human. As Titan Freddy kills the man and turns his attention to the robot couple, their daughter, Elizabeth Afton, emerges from the darkness in the body of Circus Baby. Then, she uses a Kamehameha wave to incapacitate the beast.
You two can come out now. Are you alright, Daddy? What happened to your jaw?
It's not important. However, Freddy was most likely destroyed beyond repair when this thing started rampaging in.
With the family reunited, the motives behind Springtrap's actions are revealed. Like everyone else that's trapped here, they're simply trying to escape, and for some reason, Afton is under the impression that Freddy knew a way out.
Yeah.
Why is it so important to you? What information did he exactly have?
I have reason to believe he knew how to get out of this place.
So what do we do now?
I wonder how we all ended up here to begin with.
I don't know what we do now. And Freddy also knew why exactly we ended up here.
We could always ask one of the humans.
Yeah, we could probably get them to spit up information. It wouldn't be hard at all.
That guy that just got torn apart from asking me to spare him, also did keep repeating a particular phrase.
What was it?
He kept saying something about how, quote, "this is all Afton's fault."
It would seem that the human trapped in the corridors blames Afton for their predicament, so perhaps he is responsible for all of them ending up here.
He kept saying something about how, quote, "this is all Afton's fault."
Do you think that's true, Mom?
What?
Dad only did everything he did because he loves us.
I don't know what you're trying to imply, Elizabeth.
Both of you, enough. None of this is getting us anywhere anyways. What would help is if we asked another human to elaborate on this. I guarantee there's definitely more night guards walking around.
However, suddenly, a new entity makes their presence known.
What do we do about this, though?
Well, I guess we have pretty good protection from now on, don't we? Under my control, too.
Shush, Elizabeth. Do you hear that?
Golden Freddy attacks the group, and he seems to possess both Circus Baby and Ballora, though they're able to knock the spirit out of each other in a pretty hilarious way.
for that?
Unfortunately for the Afton family, none of them were subscribed to Theft King, and all of them hated puppies and kittens. Subscribe to Theft King unless you hate puppies and kittens. Upon encountering the gang of Freddles from earlier, Circus Baby once again fires her laser to pacify them.
There's something over here.
The group encounters withered Bonnie, who is in terrible distress. Reduced to a crawling, faceless torso, they beg for help before meeting a horrifying end.
I can't say anything.
In one of the FNAF room's most disturbing moments, withered Bonnie begins to wail in the voice of an infant, which is pretty messed up considering what happens next. Titan, Freddy, and Foxy devour withered Bonnie. It's awesome. However, somehow, Freddy breaks free of Circus Baby's control and together with Titan Foxy attacks the Aftons, chasing them deeper into the maze. Frustrated with Circus Baby's failure, her mother, Ballora, berates her, and it's here that we start to see the adversarial relationship between the mother and daughter.
Did we lose them or not?
Why did they go after you, Elizabeth?
I guess one must have snapped the other out of the trance state.
And what? You couldn't do anything else about it?
I was too busy trying to not get ripped to shreds, same as you. What did you even do, Mom? You just hid behind a wall.
Elizabeth...
At least I tried to do something. Right, Daddy?
No, William. We need to stop walking out in the open, letting whatever monsters exist in this dimension come and try to attack us. Wasn't the entire point to figure out how to get out of here?
We're all definitely on the same page, Mom. You're not adding any substance by pointing that out.
Elizabeth, I don't quite appreciate your tone when speaking to your mother.
You treat me with almost no respect yourself. So what are you talking about?
Your father and I can treat you however we want. You will show us respect, however.
While they're all monsters, Ballora seems to retain a bit more of her humanity than the others, whereas Circus Baby is ruthless.
Dad?
Enough from both of you. We're supposed to be looking for another human.
What information do you think you're going to even get from a guard? Even if they know why we're trapped in these hallways, do you really think there's an escape of any kind?
I wish I knew. It doesn't mean anything to me, Clara. Some force is keeping me entrapped in this dimension. I will either do something about it or die trying.
You don't think it's...
Who?
No, she can't be behind all of this.
It seems she was going for you, Dad. Once again, you seem to be the primary target.
Keep an eye out for her, you two, and don't let her take control.
Curiously, Circus Baby suggests that a mysterious she could be responsible for their predicament, though her identity has yet to be revealed.
Hold on. Who's that over there?
Anybody there? Hello?
Go get them.
Oh my dog!
Dad? I think Mom is trying to take advantage of you.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Do you notice how she's always trying to question your and my motives?
So, what does that mean?
She's always trying to get your attention too. Isn't that annoying, Dad?
Elizabeth, what are you trying to say?
As Ballora leaves to capture the human, Circus Baby takes advantage of her time alone with Springtrap and attempts to manipulate him, suggesting that Ballora, her mother, is holding them back.
I feel like she is an obstacle in our way, and she is inhibiting us from enacting our plans.
I don't believe it. I know my wife.
Well, you don't really know if she's your wife, do you? I mean, she could easily be a projection caused from these corridors, don't you think? Just another monster, but with the appearance of the machine her soul is trapped in. That doesn't mean it's really her though, Dad. You could get trapped if we're not careful.
Very interesting, Elizabeth. But by that logic, how do I know you're real?
I know. That's a good point. Let me prove to you that I'm your daughter by showing you my loyalty.
Does that mean...
Would she do that for you? She would never do that for you.
What are you proposing?
Let me kill her.
What are you? What do you monsters want from me?
We just want to ask you a few questions. William, put down the camera for a second.
Before Springtrap can respond to Circus Baby's shocking offer to murder her own mother, Ballora returns, having captured the human. And as the group begins to interrogate him, we discover that he's actually someone who ought to be familiar to any FNAF fan. Jeremy Fitzgerald, the protagonist of Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
I'll tell you anything, just please spare me.
Quiet.
How did you get here?
I don't know. That's what I've been trying to find out. I don't know why I'm here. I don't even know what this is.
Do you remember who you are?
Yes, my name is Jeremy Fitzgerald. The last thing I remember was working at my job. But I also know who you are. You're William Afton. You're the reason for all of this. Even you two. He's the reason why you're trapped in these robots. He's the reason why this place is haunted with who knows how many lost souls.
Hey, if you don't stop with the whining, you're going to get punished. Do you want that?
Tell us more, Jeremy. What else do you know? How do we get out of here?
I don't know. I've told you everything I know. Please don't hurt me.
Have you seen any stairs, elevators, or doors? Any kind of exit?
I could have. Yes! I think I saw a door leading up to a second floor. I don't know what's up there, though. I don't think it's wise to find out.
And why is that?
The closer I get to the door, the louder I hear voices.
What do they say?
They tell me to turn around.
Or what?
I don't know. That's all I know, I swear. I don't know if any of this is real or if I'm dreaming or I don't even know why I'm here. I just want to go back home.
Elizabeth!
What? He didn't know anything.
I wasn't done with him. He could have known more things that could have been useful for us.
I think we got the general idea.
Once again, Circus Baby proves incredibly ruthless, whereas Ballora's disposition is much more tempered and rational. It may just be that Circus Baby is a crazy bitch, but perhaps she was worried that Jeremy might reveal something inconvenient to her mother and father.
I think we got the general idea. Right, Dad?
I think so. If what he was seeing was indeed real, our next plan of action is definitely finding the next floor.
But you both don't even know where that is, which is my exact point. I wasn't done interrogating him, Elizabeth.
What could he have possibly said that could have helped you out? What directions could he have provided? We're in an endless maze of corridors, Mom. You need to calm down.
Anything would have been better than having no instructions at all. What was even the point of this if you're just going to take him out?
Exactly. Nothing of value was lost.
Both of you, quiet.
What?
Hold on.
However, at that moment, the group finally encounters the her mentioned earlier.
Over there.
trying to hit them, they aren't.
Upon smacking the one real puppet amidst the sea of illusions, Circus Baby is possessed by Nightmarione, her body twisting and contorting into a frightful abomination, not dissimilar to that of Titan Freddy and Foxy.
Why isn't she moving? What did you do?
I just flashed the light on and off. It was the only thing I could think of.
Well, how long do you think she'll be stunned for?
I don't know, but it's probably not long enough.
With Circus Baby incapacitated, we once again get a conversation between Springtrap and Ballora, husband and wife, and the family dynamic only grows more complicated.
Maybe we should just run while we still can.
Well, hold on. You don't think there's a way to reverse this, sis?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine, and I don't think we really have the time to start experimenting right now.
There has to be something you and I can do. We can't just leave her like this.
Maybe it would be best to just put her out of her misery.
Are you serious? I could never do that. Look, I know how insane this conversation alone is, and I can barely tell what's really real and what isn't, or where we even are. But what I do know is that that's still my daughter. That's still your daughter. Do you want to prove you're still my husband?
In a tragic twist, it's revealed that Ballora still cares deeply for her daughter, insisting that they do everything that they can to save her, whilst her husband suggests simply abandoning her. Circus Baby has been going behind her mother's back this entire time and driving a wedge between her and her father, yet her father is willing to abandon her the moment her presence becomes an inconvenience.
Clara, look, I just don't know if the risk is worth it. There's also things you don't know.
Whatever it is, I don't care about whatever conflict I have with my daughter. I can't abandon her like this, nor can I put her down.
If we spend time trying to save Elizabeth, we might not have a chance to save ourselves. Do you not see how things are getting worse and worse? Even this conversation might be putting us in danger. I don't know how much time we have left, Clara.
Finally, Ballora, who Circus Baby has literally offered to kill, is the only one who seems to actually care for her. It's like a hate triangle.
You won't even make an effort to save your daughter? This is going to have to be your decision, William. I guess I'll do whatever you feel is best for us. But you need to decide. Do you want to put her down, or do you want to save her?
In the finale of the FNAF rooms so far, Titan Circus Baby attacks Springtrap and Ballora, and as the two fight, Springtrap is lifted through the ceiling, revealing something else. The Spiral of Souls, which is also the name of my new metal band.
is it, William?
With Circus Baby having summoned the other Titan animatronics, Springtrap and Ballora flee, and upon finding a moment to catch their breath, the father of the Afton family reveals what he saw to his wife.
I think I know where the exit is.
What are you talking about?
I got pulled up into the ceiling.
What does that mean?
When Elizabeth was holding me, I was able to clip through the ceiling.
Okay, and what does that mean?
I was able to see the entire maze and I saw a tower of light. I think that's where the next floor is.
Where was it?
Down that way.
How did you clip through the ceiling?
Try it yourself.
How are we going to get there?
All I know is that we need to head left in the general direction.
However, before they can act on this knowledge, we're treated to what is perhaps the craziest scene in any FNAF VHS ever.
What about Elizabeth?
The light on this camera won't work.
Holy shit, dude. Easy2B has consistently one-upped himself with every new episode of this series, and it all culminates in chaos. As Golden Freddy attacks, the group finds themselves suspended above the corridors, surrounded by countless instances of a strange spirit, a ghastly, crying child. When the two come crashing back to the hallway, gravity itself begins to shift, and Circus Baby returns. Somehow, the two are okay. Well, okay is perhaps an overstatement. They're both pretty messed up at this point. However, once again, in spite of everything, Ballora insists that they try to save Circus Baby, that they try to save their daughter.
We need to look for Elizabeth.
Clara, stop.
I'm not going to give up looking for her.
Enough, Clara. There's no point in saving her. You tried your best.
How can you be such a quitter?
What are you talking about? Look at your face, Clara. Look at me. I only have one arm left.
You're still alive, aren't you?
For how much longer? How long until we can't even walk anymore?
So that glowing tower of light above the roof with the spiral of souls?
Yeah.
That was what you saw?
Yes.
And you think that's how we can get to the next floor?
Yes, except I don't know what direction we're in right now.
How can this be possible? Why is there a spiral of souls circling around this maze? William?
We need to look back up there and see where we are and where to go.
In a very cool scene, Ballora and Springtrap simply climb up the wall and pull themselves into the ceiling, once again no-clipping into the strange spiral of souls.
We're closer than I thought. Come on.
Realizing that the door to potential salvation is at hand, the evil animatronic couple begins to hurry down the hallway before encountering withered Foxy. Thankfully, Foxy doesn't do anything.
I think we lost him.
Look to see how close we are.
However, when the two once again climb into the ceiling to check on their location, Springtrap sees Titan Circus Baby also poking her head through the ceiling below.
I saw Elizabeth.
What? Really? We need to lead her over here.
What?
Just trust me.
How do I do that?
Look above the ceiling and make sure she sees you. She'll see where we're located and sprint down this way.
I hope we don't die. She's coming down this way.
All right, get over here and put down the camera. I need you for this. You said she's coming this way? All right, when Elizabeth turns this corner, grab her face and pull it off as hard as you can. I'll help.
Okay, fine.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Now!
Is she alive?
Elizabeth? Elizabeth!
Why does she look like that?
I don't know.
I don't feel well.
Here, I'll help you up. How close are we to the tower anyways, William?
We should see something eventually. As far as I can see, we're extremely close.
Is that a door over there? Get the camera and let's go.
Somehow, by ripping off Circus Baby's face, Springtrap and Ballora are able to snap her out of her frenzy, but curiously, her appearance has changed dramatically, with the soul of Elizabeth Afton now inhabiting the robotic body of what appears to be Scrap Baby.
Come on, Elizabeth, we're almost there.
I'm coming. Just hold on.
We've wasted enough time. Come on now.
Having reached what appears to be the exit, the three move to leave the dark halls that they've wandered for so long.
Are you sure it's safe?
Only one way to find out.
At least we managed to get here together safely. More or less, of course.
Thank you, Mom. And thank you too, Dad.